So good morning dear cadets. Today I am going to teach you another interesting topic of this chapter, that is double circulation. What do you mean by double circulation? It is the process of pumping of oxygen rich blood from heart to different parts of body by arteries and collecting carbon dioxide rich blood by veins to heart. Okay, so in double circulatory system, what is there? Oxygen rich blood is going to different parts of body and carbon dioxide rich blood is coming back to the heart by veins. So just see, in our body what is there? Two types of circulatory system is working. One for sending the pure blood, that is oxygen rich blood, and another one is collecting the impure blood. Okay, impure blood, that is carbon dioxide rich blood. This process is known as double circulatory system. Now let us see the diagram which is related with the double circulatory system, and you will get the clear cut idea. Just see this one, there is a problem in the extra marks. So sorry dear cadets, there was a inconvenience due to bad weather. Now it is very clear. Just see, one side what is there? This blue color is showing the transport of impure blood, and this red color is showing the transport of pure blood. This is the clear cut diagram of double circulatory system. Again there is some problem. So just see, you can make this diagram.
The passage of blood throughout the body under the influence of the pressure exerted by the heart is called circulation. Vertebrates have closed type of circulation called as double blood circulation. Double circulation is a process during which blood passes twice through the heart during one complete cycle, ensuring that the organs get oxygen-rich blood at a faster rate as it is being pumped by the heart. This type of circulation is more prominent in birds and mammals, as in them the heart is completely divided into 4 chambers. The movement of blood in an organism is divided into 2 parts: systemic circulation and pulmonary circulation. Pulmonary circulation involves the movement of deoxygenated blood from the right ventricle to the pulmonary artery, which then carries blood to the lungs for oxygenation. From the lungs, the oxygenated blood is carried by the 2 pulmonary veins arising from each lung into the left atrium. Systemic circulation involves the movement of oxygenated blood from the left ventricle of the heart to the aorta. It is then carried by blood through a network of arteries, arterioles and capillaries to the tissue. From the tissue, the deoxygenated blood is collected by the venules, veins and vena cava and is then emptied into the right auricle. A double blood circulation plus powerful 4-chambered heart provides both the required force to pump a large volume of heated blood and a separate pulmonary circulation that adds plenty of oxygen to the blood. Hence, in double circulation, blood has to pass alternatively through the lungs and the tissues.
You must be aware of a heartbeat, but do you know how it is produced? Muscles of the chamber of the heart contract and relax rhythmically. One complete cycle of this rhythmic contraction, followed by its relaxation, constitute a single heartbeat. Heartbeat continues throughout our life.
So dear cadets, just see, this is the new topic now. Double blood circulation is over. Now heartbeat. What is the meaning of heartbeat? Muscles of the chambers of the heart contract and relax rhythmically. Okay. So what do you mean by heartbeat? What do you mean by heartbeat? Heartbeat is nothing but a rhythmic contraction and expansion of heartbeat. That is only known as the rhythmic expansion and contraction of heart muscles, that is known as heartbeat. One complete cycle of this rhythmic contraction followed by its relaxation constitute a heartbeat. Means what is the meaning of this one? When one time heart gets contracted and when one time heart gets expanded or relaxed, that is equal to one heartbeat. So one contraction plus one relaxation or expansion, that is equal to one heartbeat. Okay. And now just see, this rhythmic contraction and expansion continues throughout life of a person. If this rhythmic contraction and expansion is not there, person will not survive at all. Okay. So this is heartbeat. What is the next one? The next one is, there is a
stethoscope is an instrument used to listen the heartbeat. It consists of chest piece that carries a sensitive diaphragm, 2 earpieces, tube joining these parts.
So dear cadet, this is the stethoscope. You might have seen whenever you are falling sick, you are going to the doctor. So doctor is using one instrument. First, what is there? This portion they are putting on your chest, okay, or some other body parts like abdomen or somewhere else, and the remaining this portion they are putting on their ear. So what is there? Stethoscope is an instrument which is used to measure the heartbeat especially. Okay. So stethoscope is very important instrument.
Now we shall focus on the circulation in other stethoscope. Stethoscope is an instrument used to listen the heartbeat. It consists of chest piece that carries a sensitive diaphragm, 2 earpieces, tube joining these parts.
So dear cadets, now I am going to teach you circulation in other animals. So as per your syllabus, they have given hydra and sponge. Hydra and sponge is the animals which all time live in the water. They have not got, don't have well-defined circulatory system. Well-defined circulatory system. Okay, they don't have well-defined circulatory system as we have got. Okay. Second one thing, water continuously flowing inside of their body, carrying nutrients and taking away waste generated. So just try to understand, since all time they are living in the water, So water continuously flow inside their body. When water flow, it carries some nutrients in their body. Those nutrients they utilize for their growth purpose and survival purpose. And they digest those nutrients, and some waste is also generated afterwards. So the waste which are generated, they just drop those waste in the stream of water and it will take away those waste. So they have not got any well defined circulatory system. So in this way this is also completed. There is one question that is very important question. Who discovered the circulatory system in human body? Okay. So note down this question. Who discovered the blood circulation in human body? So just try to understand. Answer is William Harvey. William Harvey is the name of one scientist. In year 1815, he discovered the circulatory system in human being. Earlier, what was believed? That blood is oscillating in human body. Oscillation means to and fro motion. Scientists of at that time, they proposed this theory. Okay. Actually, one incident took place. One soldier was shot at his chest. Okay. And he was looking after that soldier. What he found, that means through the hole, he saw that blood is continuously moving. Okay. Later on, he took care that soldier like anything and he survived. But he got idea that blood is not oscillating in the human body. Rather, blood is continuously flowing in the human body. So afterwards, his facts was accepted by the all scientific fraternity, and later on this theory was proposed that blood is circulating throughout the body. Afterwards, a lot of scientists got interest in this theory and they worked a lot in human circulatory system, especially blood circulatory system, and they discovered so many things. And today or day before yesterday or during this period, whatever circulatory system I taught, that is on the basis of those knowledge which have been imparted by the different scientists to their research scholars or their disciples. Okay, so in this way, dear cadets, today's duration is finished because you are also busy with your exam, and I am also busy with evaluating your answer sheet. And sorry for the disturbance caused due to the bad weather. So little bit bear with me, and afterwards upcoming videos I will teach you the human excretory system, excretion. Okay, so thank you.